Hello, guys. Welcome back to a new Game Time Banter video. Today, we've got an exciting and thrilling week of football to cover. And we have two new speakers with us, as you guys can see. We have Kaiser here. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kaiser Joao from IISM FYBSM, and I am a Barca fan. And today we are going to talk about a lot of football drama that has gone past in the past week.
Yes, for sure. And we have Kenil here.
Yeah, I'm Kenil. I am a Man U fan, and I'm here to show my true emotions today.
Want to talk about United. A very, very exciting week today for this week. And 3-2. Finally seeing the United that we all want to see. I mean, not me personally, because I hate United. But that Kenil here wants to see, and a lot of United fans around the world. Kenil, what do you think about that match?
We had a lot of chances. In the first half, we had a lot of chances. And in the entire match, we had an XG of close to 4. And we only scored 2 goals for ourselves, and we also got our own goal.
Yeah.
And then we allowed 2 scrappy goals at the same time. So the chances are there. The goal scoring is there now.
Yeah.
Just we have to be a bit more less scrappy in the defense.
And of course, talking about United, the best player that game, Mbeumo. I mean, the first 2 games, he was getting a lot of banter, He's not a good signing.
Mbeumo was everything that United wanted, and in that game, he was the best player. Unfortunately, very unlucky, but the most threatening player was Brian Mbeumo, and what a signing.
Of course, he's the goal-scoring threat that United has wanted in the Premier League.
And I think Matheus Cunha was not...
Yeah, he got injured.
Yeah,
he got hamstring injured.
And what do you even think about Bruno Fernandes after that penalty miss?
And he comes back and he scores the penalty.
Yeah, in the last
Whatever people say about Bruno Fernandes,
he's a
true
captain. He's a true
As a Barca fan, we don't like United. But
exactly.
A lot of
But we respect
Bruno Fernandes for carrying this team, for being in this team for so many years, being loyal to the club. Hats off to him.
And you can see the effort he puts in, right? Like he makes those runs. No matter how many times he makes a mistake, he's still back in that field, and that's something you have to be sure.
Let's not forget, he had there was a $100 million offer for him in the summer,
and he stayed.
But he said that I want to stay with the club. I want to win. I want to achieve something, and that's the true spirit.
And in the Premier League, still Spurs versus who did they play against? Bournemouth. And a disappointing loss.
Started off very well.
Yeah, I mean, if you watched our previous video, we were all talking really highly about Spurs. We were like, me personally, I thought they were going to be a top 6 team this season.
Yeah, under a new manager, Thomas Frank.
And then their attack is very
defensively.
Defensive. They've got one of the best. They've got Vicario. They've got Van de Ven.
Very fast defense.
Yeah, Van de Ven. Oh my God. Romero. I mean, even though they lost, Van de Ven played so well, to be fair. Yeah, but they still lost. And
they struggled a bit against the recent match against Bournemouth.
But talking about Bournemouth, Tavernier, what a signing he is. I really like watching Tavernier play, and at that midfield, he's really good. And I feel like this season, he's going to have a really good season. You guys think so?
Yeah,
great. Bournemouth have been very good.
Yeah, for sure. And then for the next match, we have the Arsenal versus Liverpool.
Oh my God! Don't even talk about that game, bro.
So disappointing.
It was very
it was so boring, and we expected a lot. Arsenal, Liverpool,
exactly,
heavy,
and it was hyped.
Very heavy clubs. Very heavy clubs in the Premier League. They've spent a lot of money.
To be honest, the match was on TV, and I was just doing my assignment.
Exactly.
It was easy assignment.
What do you think about Florian Wirtz, the most expensive signing in this year?
I've said this a lot of times. I love Florian Wirtz, and to me, he was probably the signing of the season.
Yeah.
And to watch what he's done these past few games, I mean, I would say in this past game against Arsenal, there was like here and there some moments of brilliance, but other than that, very disappointing.
I really hope he doesn't turn into a next Coutinho of Liverpool.
Exactly.
Do you think it's to do with the Premier League, the pace of the Premier League?
Yeah, I mean, I said right.
Yes.
Creative players, when they come to the Premier League, they need time to adapt. Give them some time.
They might click in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Like give him maybe like last time I said maybe give him 2-3 weeks, but I don't think he's going to magically in 2-3 weeks get into the best attacking midfielder in the world. Give him maybe half a season, or maybe even next season, and I still believe in Florian Wirtz for sure. But the starting 3 weeks disappointing. Very disappointing.
As we're talking about Liverpool, we also have to talk about Arsenal. They have signed really big players. Victor Gyökeres is the top scorer.
He didn't even get a touch for the first 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was totally pocketed by Konate and Van Dijk.
Yeah, for sure.
like the strikers in both, the forwards in both the teams, Salah was pocketed by Ricardo Calafiori, did a very good job against Salah, and Gyökeres was pocketed by.
And to be fair, the really exciting part of the match was Soboslai's goal.
What a free kick, man! What a free
kick!
He's been very good.
He's been very good.
Very,
the
very
difference maker. Otherwise, if that didn't happen, it was a really boring
match. Yeah, even me personally, even I wouldn't have.
I'm telling you, it was very easy to do my assignments at the same time.
Exactly.
There was nothing to watch for.
And of course, next game on, Bright, another disappointment. I feel like this week there's been a lot of disappointments. And the next disappointment is Brighton versus City.
And now, do you think Pep Guardiola's time at Manchester City is coming to an end?
I mean, I think so. I feel like he's done what he has to at City.
Exactly.
And now he's got offers from Brazil and many other international teams. I think it's.
I thought last year was going to be
people.
Yeah, even I thought last year.
People fans, they always want to put like the top players of City, or especially Rodri. When Rodri in his interview also said that I'm not Messi, I cannot carry my team.
Exactly.
He's coming after ACL.
Yeah, he's coming after ACL. You cannot just outright just because he was a Ballon d'Or. You can just can't blame him for the.
Man City are very
transition players.
What
was Haaland doing? What was Marmoush doing?
What was the new signings?
The new signing. Ryan Cherky unfortunately got injured. He recovers soon.
If you look at the defense, so young, Kusanov.
And I feel like this season, right? Even though they won the first game, they were still not the City we know. Like even that first game, they were not that dominating, passing lanes, creating those combinations. They were not that City. I feel like City's maybe lost its spark. I don't know, somewhere.
And also, it's like the Premier League teams have understood that Tiki Taka style of.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the Premier League teams have adapted, and Pep Guardiola has it, which is surprising because Pep Guardiola is that one manager who, you know what he's going to do, but he still can't beat it. But
new players is hard to adapt.
Talking about manager, guys, Jose Mourinho getting sacked.
The manager who gets sacked by every club.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and Jose Mourinho's made about what?
100 million plus.
100 million plus getting sacked.
Yeah, getting sacked by Fenerbahce not qualifying for the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, who else he got sacked by? United, Chelsea, Roma,
Spurs,
Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the list goes on and down.
Inter Milan, he moves.
I mean, oh my God, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. If I have an average team, right, I wouldn't call Pep Guardiola. Like for me personally, tactics-wise, Pep Guardiola is the greatest manager ever. But if I have an average team, not a Barcelona, not a City, not an Arsenal, not a Liverpool, but if I have an average team and I want them to get up there, I want them to have that dark horse season, I'm calling Mourinho.
Yeah, because he gives you the mentality.
Exactly. And he builds character.
Yeah,
exactly. He builds character. Yeah, for sure.
But now that's been a trend in the last few years. And Mourinho, after 2-3 seasons, he's always out of the club.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, it's not the Mourinho we knew with Porto and Inter Milan. He's as time goes on, maybe he's failed to adapt to the systems. And now let's leave Premier League, let's leave managers, let's go to the
La Liga.
Central Europe. Let's go to Germany first.
Germany,
Bayern versus Augsburg.
Bayern are playing very well.
Bayern are playing very well. Their attack is just so stacked. They have Gnabry, Olise, Musiala, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane. The list goes on and on.
Harry Kane is in his prime this season, and it's the World Cup year approaching for England, and hopefully we can.
I mean, he won his first trophy last season.
He won his first trophy.
Yeah, he hopefully keeps the momentum because as a Barca fan, Bayern has always humiliated us, except for last season. But last season we got our revenge.
Yes, for sure,
but still, I feel like Harry Kane was. Bayern is just one of those teams that you have respect for. No matter which team you support, you could be a United fan, you could be a Madrid fan, you could be any fan, but to respect that dominance that they've kept up in the Bundesliga, like everybody thinks Bayern is dominating the Bundesliga because the Bundesliga is not that good.
Yes.
But I just think it's because Bayern is that good. Bayern is that dominating.
They're the German giants after all.
Exactly, they're the German giants. I mean, they're one of the most historic clubs in the world.
Sure.
And I think this season also they're going to be a very good contender.
And what do you guys think about Michael Olise here? One of the wingers. We have so many wingers.
He's been nominated for Ballon d'Or.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's Lamine Yamal. There are so many other.
I love.
Then you have.
I'm so glad about the wingers coming back because I feel like there was just 2022 to 2023, right?
Yeah.
Wingers were so dead. We had Garnacho. No disrespect, but Garnacho. You
I am
don't
not taking
like
this.
He's
if
gone to
you.
Chelsea right now.
I am not taking this.
If you've had a rough week, right,
Yes.
and you come back home and it's Saturday night and you want to watch some football, you don't want to watch Garnacho.
I'm being honest. When I was watching Garnacho, right, he's not a dribbler.
Exactly, he's not.
His pace is the only part of his game. But
And also
He's-
his
his
attitude
goal
is
scoring
something.
ability.
I mean, it is partly United's fault, of course, player management, but still, he's not the kind of player you want to watch.
He was scoring goals. And
Yeah.
That was the
Also,
big part.
exactly.
If he was
Yeah.
dribbling, he
And
was
then-
breaking the place.
Yeah.
The place of making, and he was.
And talking
breaking
about robotic wingers, we had Grealish, who went from such a talented centre attacking in Aston Villa to a robotic guy who just dribbles up the line and passes it back. Dribbles up the line, passes it back. I got nice.
Now he's at Everton full.
Now he's at Everton.
He's doing
He
pretty
played good
well.
that match.
He's playing
Yeah.
pretty well.
But now we've gone from that to electric wingers, and I love for like these past 2 seasons. I feel like wingers have had the come up. Olise,
Yeah,
Yamal, Saka, and so many more. And it's nice to see. Finally, we've got some good
You
wingers.
feel nice to see the natural play than robotic play. You know, they
Exactly.
have freedom within it. The
Yeah,
managers
exactly.
give them the freedom. And when they play with the freedom, it's more attractive for the viewers.
Exactly, because we all grew up supporting different players, but we all wanted to play like Neymar, right? Because he's got that samba about him. You want to watch those players, right? Like
You
those are
want the
kind of-
old spark back.
Exactly, he
Yes.
got that spark back. And now again, coming to the Iberian Peninsula, we've got Spanish matches
Spanish.
and Madrid
Spanish
versus
matches
Mallorca.
and Spanish matches and their refereeing decisions.
Exactly.
It's a long story.
Madrid versus Mallorca. What do you guys think about that? What was the score? 3-2?
Tough granted win for Madrid. Vinicius Junior getting back his form.
Getting back to some so
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
yes.
And Mbappe's goal being disallowed.
Yes. Mbappe's goal, Arda Güler's handball.
Even-
Many.
Yeah.
To be honest, the refereeing decisions in La Liga need to improve because these decisions they're getting in out of favor for Madrid, Barca, and other teams over there. And even the poor quality pitches. Arsenal and Barca played against Rayo Vallecano with a very terrible pitch.
Yeah.
Very terrible. pitch.
We were talking about that, and I feel like the main reason why La Liga is not, up there with the Premier League stands. Like, if you take the top 10 Premier League teams and you take the top 10 La Liga teams, Premier League is trashing La Liga. Top 5 is different, maybe,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
top 10, that quality is for La Liga. After the top 3, the quality gets deteriorated very fast. But Premier League, that's the Premier League standard. That's why people watch Premier League. And I feel like a big part of that is the financial fair play rules. In La Liga, it's so strict.
You
Like
have teams like Chelsea spending
Exactly,
every
spending,
transfer
spending,
market.
and nobody
You're
gets it,
Barcelona.
yeah.
Even the
You're
lower teams are
Barcelona.
spending as
Yeah.
much as.
Yeah,
Barcelona,
Barcelona.
we've been selling players, we've been selling our turf,
We
we've
can't
been
even
selling
register.
everything that we could possibly
we
sell.
can't even register our own
Exactly,
players.
exactly.
And then you have these big PL clubs. They're spending and
Spending
getting
and spending, and
players.
nobody gets. There's no restriction,
Yes.
there's nothing, and that's where the standard difference comes, and it's truly sad to see almost because if La Liga had these same funding and the same spending rules as Premier League, I feel like in a few years we could really see, because we're talking about teams like Girona, Betis,
Sevilla.
Sociedad, Sevilla, who a couple of years back
Europa
were
League.
dominating the Europa League.
Yes.
You've got teams like Valencia. These are teams that are really really good, but the problem is in the funding. And all of these clubs, most of the clubs in La Liga are struggling financially.
But you gotta accept it. La Liga produces the most technical players. If you see
Yes, for sure.
Zubimendi in Arsenal, the most technical midfielder.
The thing was Spanish players itself.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Spanish
yeah.
players.
It's in their DNA. It's in that Spanish
They're
DNA.
very
for sure.
technical and very
Spanish
elegant
players
on
are
the ball.
technical.
Their understanding of the game, their IQ of understanding the game, it's different.
It's like how Spanish players are technical, German players are disciplined.
Yeah, exactly. We keep saying that. Yeah, Brazil players are more flary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And moving on, we go to the French league, which is the League One. And what do you have to talk about Joao Neves, guys? Joao
What a player!
Neves.
What a brilliant player! Young.
When you
Yeah.
thought he was such a good midfielder and he's scoring 3
Yeah,
goals,
exactly.
2 overhead kicks.
Ex-
People in India or most of the world, they don't watch League One, but when
Yeah.
such players drop
Yeah,
such
yeah,
performances,
exactly.
and
Then you are
score,
forced to watch it. Yeah.
You're forced to watch. You have no
Exactly.
other option because we all love football.
Like-
And it's crazy.
We've seen players score hat tricks. We've
Yeah.
seen players score some very bad hat tricks of tap-ins and penalties.
Yeah.
But this hat trick is probably up there.
Yes.
Two
One of the
bicycle
best.
kicks and one banger into that top bin. What a player!
What a midfield. The best midfielder,
Yeah.
one of the best midfielders in the world.
For sure. Last season also he played an integral part. I mean, last season my personal perception of him after watching the match was, I was like, he's not a goal scorer, right? For me, I always matched him to Pedri. Pedri doesn't score. I mean, obviously he scores bangers, but not every week, right? Not week in, week out. He was one of those players. Okay, maybe not in the score sheet, maybe not even an assist, but if they're not there, that team is falling apart, right? If Pedri is not there for Barcelona, Barcelona is falling apart.
Team without Pedri and without Pedri is completely
Exactly. And if PSG lose the likes of Joao Neves, they're not having the same domination. I mean, of course, PSG are still really good.
And the good thing about PSG is I like that they have their core, the way they had stars and Messi,
Exactly.
Now they have scored more effective and more
less stars, more effectiveness. And that's really good.
That's the reason they won the
championship. And even the manager Luis Enrique.
When you bring a manager like Luis Enrique, right? Yeah. Like Luis Enrique, Jose Mourinho, what comes with them is the culture. This is the character that they bring.
How to identify talents and use them effectively.
They're not like Mourinho. I said like Mourinho, Enrique. Like you don't need stars. They'll build stars. They'll build stars for sure. And what he's done with washed up Dembele, what he's done with Goncalo Ramos, what he's done with Barcola,
what he's done with
Vitinha. Oh my God, Vitinha!
He was considered to be a flop, but now
one of the best.
I mean, the amount of effort they are playing, putting, and the pressuring.
That's a passion for the club. I mean, so much now. Marquinhos brings the experience to the team, and the new goalkeeper, Chevalier. What a performance!
2 penalties saved.
Exactly. Right. Like, 3 seasons ago, we heard PSG signing players like Donnarumma and Keylor Navas to go, and we're like, why are these big stars there? And now we've got Chevalier, who came from where? Like, I don't even know. Montpellier or something. Lille. Yeah, he came from Lille. Nobody's heard about him. And he goes about and puts this performance in.
It was a shocker when they, when they kept Donnarumma out, and eventually Donnarumma left.
Yeah,
it was a shock because he was,
it was a very big,
important part of the
part of last season's
quadruple. Sure. And now they've got Chevalier.
Yeah.
But again, people doubted him, and he proved them wrong.
Exactly.
Saving 2 penalties, it's crazy, man.
And you
also have to talk about Nuno Mendes. I mean, in last year the Champions League, he pocketed Mohamed Salah.
Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, Joao Neves, they're future stars of Portugal. And I see Portugal doing very well in the World Cup.
To the people who are watching this video, I'd generally recommend, like, I know, even me personally, I watch all the Premier League matches, but I watch even lesser La Liga matches, even lesser Bundesliga matches. But even I'm making an effort to watch more Bundesliga and League One and even Eredivisie sometimes, because sometimes when you watch these matches, they really have a style. Those players are really good. Like, it's you would think that it's not the top 5 leagues of Europe. Like, if you take Eredivisie, it's not the top 5 leagues of Europe. You'd think, they're not that good. But guys, if you watch those matches, I mean, that's the reason why Ajax in 2019 and then 2016 they came up to those big ranks, because there's the reason why those players from Ajax are one of the best players in the world right now. De Jong, Anthony, of course, yes.
A lot of players went to United.
Onana was one of the best goalkeepers. But what I'm trying to say is, these leagues, these lower leagues like League One and Bundesliga, they produce the players that will then go on to become one of the best players in the world. Like, let's take an example for Dortmund, for example. If they've been the star building club.
Yeah, like,
exactly.
We make stars and we sell them.
I mean, like, the best players in the world right now. Haaland, Bellingham, Dembele, Gundogan. Exactly. Isak's also from there. And now Chelsea's new signing, Gittins.
And also, this year's transfer market, there are many Bundesliga players who have been
gone for big money.
Big money.
Especially from Leverkusen.
Sesko.
Talking about Sesko, guys, as a United fan, what do you have to say about Sesko?
He hasn't started much the Premier League. He played against Grimsby. He wasn't getting much chances against Grimsby, but that was just a poor game. His heading ability is crazy. If you see the jump,
his athleticism
is good. And there was something that Rasmus Højlund was lacking, that aerial dominance, which Sesko is bringing now. And hopefully this time it works.
I mean, let's talking about Premier League. I think we missed a match: Chelsea versus Fulham.
Chelsea versus
Fulham. I feel like I watched the match, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like that match just disappointed me technicality-wise, because both sides, right? Fulham in the first half, they were really dominating. Josh King scored a goal. Young player. Guys, watch out for Josh King this season. He is going to be a really good player this season. Watch out for Josh King for Fulham. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like there was the first touch of many Chelsea players, it's not up there. Like, the first touch, their fluidity on the ball. I feel like
They
Chelsea
didn't have the best game, but the individual quality somehow grinded the
Yeah.
result.
And
I mean,
I didn't really like. I don't
Yeah,
like watching Chelsea. Maybe
yes.
Cole Palmer is the only player.
Joe
from
Pedro's
Chelsea I
also
like.
been a very good
Yeah,
signing.
Joe Pedro. Yes, Joe Pedro has
Scored
been a
the
good
goal.
signing. He
And
finishes.
we all know Chelsea, they have tons and tons of players. Like
Yes,
a
for
lot.
sure.
If you work out, you go. If you play well, you stay. That's a business of Chelsea.
I mean, they have. What is going on with Chelsea in the transfer market? They've given Nicholas Jackson, and they call him back, and then they give him again.
Yeah.
What is going on?
That is for 80 million.
Right? And
Signing for
what
80.
did they bargain for Fermin Lopez?
40 million. That is ridiculous amount, man.
Even if you're a Chelsea fan, I know there's a lot of Chelsea fans here in this building and around the world. You know for a fact Nicholas Jackson is not going for 80 million.
And
Okay.
if they are pricing Nicholas Jackson for 80 million, Fermin Lopez is 100 million.
Exactly, for sure. Because if you watch Barca and you know that Fermin Lopez is coming in, you know that he's scoring.
Yes. for sure.
And he scores bangers. And
I think we'll
Nicholas-
stay on the topic of the transfer window. The deadline
The
is
deadline is today.
about
Deadline is today.
First of September.
Hopefully, United makes a goalkeeper signing.
And hopefully we
Either-
don't lose Fermin, man.
Hopefully we don't
want
lose
to-
Fermin.
Either we sign Emi Martinez, World Cup
Oh
winner,
yeah,
Martinez,
if Emi
yeah.
Martinez goes to United, that's gonna be
That's
Or-
a huge upgrade.
or as a Belgian
Massive
young
upgrade.
goalkeeper, Stanley Lamings. If
Yeah.
let's see, I'm hoping
No-
for the here we go from.
No hate to Bayern there, but Emi Martinez will be a huge boost.
who is signing for them?
Better than
Who is signing for them?
Onana is not the player we expected.
I mean, see, the thing with Onana is he was not a bad player before he came to
Guys,
United.
but think about this. He was a La Masia product.
Yes.
He goes to Ajax, one of the best young goalkeepers in the world. Then he goes to Inter Milan, comes to runner-up
Champions
in the
League
final.
Yeah.
The best goalkeeper in the world.
He was nominated
Your
for
player
Ballon d'Or.
like nominated for Ballon d'Or as a goalkeeper.
Yes.
A player like that does not just become bad. You know,
I still
and it's-
remember when we signed him, right? We were all excited. He's
Yeah.
a good passer of the ball. Right?
Yeah,
he
he's
plays the
got
ball
good,
well.
yeah, yeah.
That's what United needed. That's what De Gea couldn't provide.
Yeah,
But then when he came, his saving ability just
Yeah, it's
dropped.
dropped.
In our backup
It
goalkeeper,
was
Binder,
silly mistakes.
our backup goalkeeper, Binder, his handling of the ball is very poor, and that's now
Exactly.
we're losing a lot of.
And United are facing a lot of injuries also past season.
Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez, one of the
Lisandro
best
ACL.
defenders. He
And-
got the ACL.
Kobe
Well,
Mino is apparently they stopped Kobe Mino gave a loan application, but
Yeah,
they
very
actually,
gentle.
yeah, he got
He's a very good
Yeah,
guy. I hope he stays at the club. I hope
But
he.
Ruben
yeah, I
Amorim
feel like
wants Kobe Mino, but
yeah,
Kobe Mino
but he's
doesn't
not playing him.
Yeah, the problem
I love
with
watching Kobe.
The one flaw with Ruben Amorim's system is he has a two in the midfield, right?
Yes.
And the Premier League is a very fast game.
Hmm.
You need more players in midfield if you want to make it work.
True.
And the thing is,
And the-
Mainu
yeah.
might not be very fast in the midfield, but he's very
But
good
he can
technically.
control it.
He
Exactly.
can control
He can
it. but-
control that.
So if they wanted the pace, right, they're trying out different options. Now let's see how Ruben Amorim maybe adapts his style a bit to allow Mainu.
I mean, I feel like instead of playing Ugarte, they could play Amorim. I mean, sorry, not Amorim. Mino.
Yeah.
Mino is.
I mean, right now we're playing Casemiro, but he's very good. But he's
Casemiro
slow. Now
Casemiro
he's a
brings
bit
it. Yeah.
Casemiro gets the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gets
slow.
experience.
His tackling
Those
point
players,
is
yeah.
Let's face it, guys. You can't
The pace of the
always
Premier
you
League.
can't always rely on Casemiro at
Yeah.
this age.
Yeah.
He's a very old player, and we need young players. And United has such a good academy. I don't understand why they don't take the players from the academy and give them a chance. United are always on the back foot when it comes to their academy players. We have seen players like Garnacho at one point. Garnacho was really good. We
Yeah.
have seen Marcus Rashford. He was literally being compared back then to players like Kylian Mbappe, and then just lost the managers plus and just fell apart.
That's what it is, guys. And we could sit here and talk about football for the next 3 hours
Yeah,
if time permits it. But this week was very exciting for football.
very
guys.
exciting.
Obviously, the Champions League draw happened
Champions
too,
League draw,
and
Now the international break is coming.
now the international break is coming. which
Hopefully, no
nobody likes.
injuries again, especially Barca players.
Exactly, yeah.
Especially Barca
Barca
players.
fan, I hate it because first of all, it's boring.
Yeah,
Second of all Barca players get injured.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gavi got injured. I hope he
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
back soon.
But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. And this has been us, a Game Time Banter, covering this very much exciting, confusing, and disappointing week of football. But we'll catch you all next week. Thank you.
See you.